All right. We are doing the team meeting is being recorded. Welcome, welcome, guys. It's middle of June. We are literally halfway through this year. That is so crazy to me. I feel like it's been like flying by, but then also I'm like, wow, so much has happened, so much has changed. And I'm really curious as to what the next 6 months has in store for us. Um, it's funny that there aren't many people on the call today because I was actually just thinking how kind of spoiled we got during COVID when everybody was home and everybody was like accessible to us. Like we knew you were home. You couldn't be doing anything else. And just how many calls we used to do and how many people we used to have. And I'm like, man, people are just gonna be reminded like what it's like to go outside, what it's like to be back in baseball or t-ball or soccer or whatever you got going on this week. And so it's pretty cool to just think of like it's totally fine that there aren't that many people on the calls, and maybe team calls aren't our thing anymore. Maybe we totally switch it up. I know Alicia and I have been talking about doing like book studies, and maybe we transition this time into our book study time. Maybe after 5 years, team calls just aren't our thing anymore, and we just got to like adjust and keep going. So who knows? Hey, Alicia. So it's totally fine. And I love the fact that we have an opportunity to change. The best thing is like recognizing it, not getting upset about it, and just being like, what can we do differently? How can we use this time more effectively? Because a lot of the stuff that I have is from the coach office. You can get it yourself. A lot of the stuff I have, I could just post to the group, and the ones that want to listen to it can go to the one there, and they can do it on their own time. And so I swear, I was thinking, I was like, man, COVID really, our COVID hole really had us sucked in, and we were all really invested in the team. But that's because we really had nothing else to do, right? Like nothing else was going on. So we just really leaned in and spent time here. And now people are going back to games and people are able to do things. And so we might just have to change with the times, change with um the new team. So I'm kind of excited. And I think that maybe if this is how it's going to go, then we'll use this time for like a book study or something different, or maybe a work hour. Maybe we do live power hours or something like that. So I'm totally open, like a work hour or something. So I'm totally open to different ideas and different suggestions on whatever it is that we want to do. Um, Okay, so what I do want to do is go over just a couple of things that are launching right now, or a couple of things that are coming up or going on right now, just like within Beachbody. One is the Beachbody 645 program coming out. If you haven't seen that yet, I would go ahead and jump onto your coach office. Like down, if you scroll down to the bottom, there's probably like a few training videos or a few promo videos, and one of them is probably the 645. So definitely make sure you check that out. Even if it's not a program for you, I still think that you need to be knowledgeable in it and understand what it's about, who the trainer is, how to say his name, little things like that are all important because your challengers may want them. Okay. So if your challengers are coming and asking you questions and they're going, hey, have you heard about the program New 645? I was really interested in it. And you go, yeah, I don't know anything about it. Then guess what? They're going to move on to either the next coach, or they're not going to be, they're going to be kind of bummed. So it's your job to kind of know these things, even if they're not your thing. That's actually, guys, how I got somebody for the ultimate reset. She was like, hey, I reached out to my coach, and she was like, I asked her if she ever done the cleanse or knew anything about it, and her coach had told her, no, I don't know anything about it. I've never done it. That's like literally all she told her. And so she reached out to me and was like, hey, saw you were going to be doing the cleanse. Is that something like, have you done it before? Or can you tell me about it? I was like, yeah, I've done it before. We're going to do it again. I've got a group of people and all this stuff. And so she just like literally jumped on with me. So she switched over, bought a dual cleanse kit, and I got commission and a new challenger. So you guys, like, had I like that, I feel bad for that, whoever her coach was, because they totally missed out on an opportunity to sell a dual cleanse kit just because they weren't informed on what it was or how it went or kind of what it's all about. So I think it's really important to be informed. So even if 645 isn't your style program, pop into the promo code or in the promo video, at least give it an opportunity to just kind of watch it and have an idea of what it is. I will be starting that program. It starts in mid-July. So I'll be finishing up the Ultimate Reset on July 4th, July 3rd, 4th weekend. And then it comes out like 2 weeks after that. I think it's like the 17th. I didn't write that down. Actually, I have it right over here. Let me see. 6:45. Oh wait, that's right. That's right. So 6:45 comes out June. Oh wait, no, tune in here. Oh, that's the training. Okay, so let me back up here. Okay, so I'm gonna screen share. Okay, so that's one thing I wanted to talk about is make sure that you're coming into the Beachbody Champions page, because this is where they're posting a lot of their new training stuff. They don't really post it in the coach office as much, just because a lot of people don't go there to look for it. So what you can do is come onto Facebook and get into the Champions page. And this is where they will tell you exactly what they're going to be focusing on this month. So they change it monthly, they update it all the time, they have videos, they have training all right in here. You need to be a part of this group, okay? Um, and they give you like little like ideas, little things that you can kind of like save and use. But also they're going to be doing a 6:45 training starting the week of June 21st through the 25th. So that's this next week. In July already. So yeah, that starts on Monday. So Monday of next week, they will start a 6:45 training. So they'll probably go live in here. They'll probably have Amoila come on. They'll probably have like maybe one of the staff, not the staff people, but like the people like in the group. They usually have like a guest on and talk all about 6:45. So if you want to know more about it, come to here and make sure that you're getting on here and checking that out. Okay. Okay, next, I am gonna actually just pop over to where I was kind of getting all this information here, which is the coach breaking news just right here in Team Beachbody. Hydrate and Recover, I think it's just through this weekend, yeah, June 20th. Are 10% off. So that might be a nice little added on if you're selling somebody a challenge pack or something like that right now. You could say, hey, you want to add on some Hydrate? It's an extra 10% off right now. Just a little fun thing that they're probably doing. The next thing I have is the take action. I want to remind you guys. And that's where you can invite somebody to a bod group or have somebody accept an invite to a bod group. Or you can do the tracker app, which is on your mobile device in the coach office. And that is like you're tracking whether you reached out to people, you did your personal development, your workout, your post on social media, all that stuff. So if you finish those, you get earn points basically. And those points go to the Take Action Challenge. And that's like how Alicia won the challenge or the trip to Riviera Maya to Mexico. That's how she won that. Probably just had somebody join a bod group, or maybe she finished a day in her tracker app and they drew her name. So this is the last month they are doing that. So have fun with it. And good luck. Hopefully you guys win. I actually just sent out a bod group this today and she accepted it today. So I was like, ooh, that's a that's a little thing there. Maybe I'll get selected for something. I mean, guys, they're giving away like all kinds of stuff, like mixed bikes, trips, gear, cash, like all kinds of stuff. So take advantage of that, you guys, when they do stuff like that. It's fun and it holds you accountable to making sure you're getting your invites in, making sure you're getting your team tracker app. I mean, if you're struggling with accountability, lean in and say, okay, for the next 30 days, I'm going to invite somebody to a bod group. Just little things like that can really help you stay on track. And they kind of maybe also will help you from getting burnt out of just like getting up and doing the same old thing. Like make it fun, try different things, all kinds of stuff like that. Okay. But I think the Take Action is kind of cool the way they're doing that. Next, ooh, I'm so excited. Cookies and Creamy is coming on the 22nd. So that is Tuesday. Today is Thursday. That's Tuesday, Cookies and Creamy. And it is not a seasonal. They said that it is here to stay. So pretty excited to try that. And I'm just ready for the switch up. I mean, I love my cafe latte, I love my chocolate, and I love strawberry and vanilla, but just something different, right? So excited about that as well. Okay. This is also the last month for retention points. So if you had people purchase challenge packs or become new clients last month and they continue to purchase product this month, you get volume from that. And for every I think they said for every 180 volume, so that'd be like 2 Shakeologies, you get 1 Success Club point, and you can get up to 2 Success Club points, which actually I remember I told you guys I never got to follow up with it. But I actually hit Success Club 10 last month. Like I really wanted to because of the Success Club retention points. I was so lucky I got both of those points and it helped and put me up to that 10. So I've hit Success Club 10 4 months in a row. And then I just hit Success Club 6 this weekend or this past weekend. And so that locked in the 6 month gift for myself, which I will kind of remind you guys of what that is. So right here, if you hit 1 month of Success Club, then you get the camo hat. If you hit 3 months of Success Club, then you get the long sleeve t-shirt. And then I just hit the 6 month, which is a backpack cooler. And then 9 months is a computer cube light, which I'm assuming is kind of like a ring light, just in a cube. And then the 12-month Ray-Bans, I think those would be super cool because they're Beachbody branded. So I think that would be definitely pretty cool to lock in all of those. I'm halfway there. So hopefully you guys maybe have a goal to hit 1 month or 3 months or 6 months, and let's begin working towards that. You can get up to the 6 month at this point. So you could still get the camo hat, you could still get the long sleeve t-shirt, you could still get the backpack. And if you've hit at least 3 months before this, then you could also still continue to go for that computer cube light. So put it in your vision, put it on your vision board, print this little picture out and check them off as you go. Like make it fun, but it has to be something you choose to do and that you work towards every single day by posting, by following up with people, by helping people get results, by continuing to keep your own workouts, your own health in check, by being proof the product works, by showing up, by posting to your challengers, checking in with your challengers, checking in with your coaches. You guys, you have to keep doing all of this stuff in order to really grow your business and to help continue getting people to sign up with you. You have to keep showing up. Okay. Okay, so that's Beachbody stuff that we have going on. Nope, I don't want a new share. I want to unshare. Okay, here we go. Yes, Becky keeps sending. I just love the chat. So go for it. Send out bod group invites to like every challenger you've ever signed up. And maybe one or two will accept it, or you know what I mean? Like set up a new group, maybe like a new nutrition group or something, and just really start to set those up and just send as many invites. Make sure you're going into your tracker app all like every day this month and just like really try to lock it in. I want to see you win too. Okay, so that's the Beachbody stuff. Then we also have just some warrior stuff coming up as well that I'm pretty excited about. We do have a full moon gathering, you guys, and it is going to fall on next Thursday. So I apologize. This month is going to be kind of like team called cancel month or something. But I was in Florida the last 2 weeks. But I got my teeth all done, you guys. I feel fantastic. I feel like I'm moving forward in my life. I feel like I'm making progress coming out of the hole I was in. Um, So I really appreciate you guys like giving me that grace. And then I wanted to do a team meeting tonight, and then next week I will be on the full moon gathering as well. So, which Elika will be and Kristen will be at, and a lot of the girls really come to that. So I encourage you to come to the full moon gathering. We do just it's a really perfect for coaching because we take time to meditate and yoga and just set positive intentions. We journal, we like laugh and cry sometimes. Like we it's just a really great gathering every single time. And honestly, I think they've gotten better and better the more that we've done them. And that like Kristen and Elika and I feel comfortable doing that. Like we've gotten more comfortable with it. And so they've just become really I look forward to them literally every single month. So I really encourage you guys to come to them, even if like, energy and all that kind of stuff and crystals aren't your thing, you can still come and enjoy the meditation and just like-minded women. I still think it's definitely very like an amazing experience. So next Thursday, I will not have a team meeting, but we will be doing the full moon gathering. Um, I am doing the Ultimate Reset group right now, you guys. We have a group of like 20 women in there, and they are kicking ass. Seriously, I am so proud of all the girls in the Ultimate Reset. And we are only about 5 days in. And I think that's the hardest is just getting into the routine, trying out the recipes, like, and it's just different and it's so much veggies and we're trying to wean off meat and all of that stuff. So I'm just really proud of all the girls that are in the Ultimate Reset. And I really, really have enjoyed just pouring back into a challenge group. You guys, I feel like I'm back to the basics when of my original coaching. I think sometimes I even get super distracted with large things. Like, I mean, I love retreats. I love getting together. I love, going big and doing gifts and all this stuff. But when it comes down to it, the reason why I loved coaching originally was because I loved getting people results. I loved watching people get healthy. I love watching people discover how powerful they are. I just loved that part of it. And I think the Ultimate Reset group that I'm running right now, I have just loved pouring into them and doing videos for them and doing like this is how you can make it and this is what you can do, this is what you can switch out, and I've just been really in it with them, and it's just been really making me feel super whole. Just helping girls through a program again. So if you're like bummed or maybe you're just like in a rut or something, like stick to a program and get a couple girls. Like you're going to have to work hard to get a group together. I had to work really hard to get all of the girls that I do in the Ultimate Reset group, but it has been so worth it. It has been so much fun, and I'm so proud of all of them. And it just reminds me of how much I love coaching, and I really want that for all of you guys as well. So, okay. Next, I did want to talk about. I'm super excited because Megan had came to us a couple weeks ago about. Oh, go ahead, Alicia. Did you have your hand up? Oh, did it not me to do
No,
it?
you're fine. Go
Okay.
ahead, and then I'll talk at the end.
Okay, perfect. So Megan had graciously offered for us to come to her house during Summit. So I will be doing that. I'm going. It is on the 16th at Megan's house, Coach Summit Cookout. The details are in her post in the Coach team group or like the Coach Access page. She did post it in the chat, but I know sometimes once it goes up, it's gone for life. So pop over to the Coach Access page. All the details are right in there. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, I know it'll be kind of just local girls, or maybe you're from Ohio or maybe even Indiana. You could pop over. You could stay at my house if you need to or something like that. But we would love to have you up for that. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. So I look forward to it. Maybe we'll get a workout in, and we'll get some food and hang out and just like watch maybe the summit stuff that's going on that day and just maybe kind of talk and chat and network and just see what we can come up with. So I think that'll be a really, really fun day. I'm excited about that, Megan. Thank you so much for doing that for us. Okay, last thing I want to talk about before I put on our video is thinking seasonally. And I've said this before for you guys, but I really want to kind of talk in the moment of what does thinking seasonally mean right now. So right now it's 85 degrees outside. It's June. We're coming up on 4th of July. What is your plan? Okay. That's something that you can really start thinking about. How can I think seasonally right now? What is summertime? What is 4th of July? Okay. Maybe I can do healthy barbecue recipes. Maybe I can start putting together red, white, and blue opportunities in making like a strawberry and blueberry flag or on a platter or something, or maybe taking snacks to the the potluck that we're going to, or the party, or something like that, or how you can get a workout in before you went to the party. You did the 20-minute T20 in the garage and then you had the party. And so you earned it, or whatever you kind of want to go about it. Find a way to make this seasonally right now, because it'll help you not get that burnout. Remember when Becky did that long list for us of like all those burnout opportunities? Another one is think seasonally. Okay. Because when you're talking about barbecues and all this food, well, in 6 months from now, you're not going to be talking about that. You're going to be talking about Christmas candy and how to stay fit, even though you're cold inside, or whatever it is, but it will come back around. But when you're just talking about fitness, 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 it gets mundane. It gets kind of white noise. It just blurs out. But if you can think seasonally of what's hot right now, then that can help you not get burnout. It can help you stand out, and it can help people connect to you in the moment. Okay. So maybe you're talking about snacks on your vacation because you're driving, and how to have healthy snacks in your cooler, and everything packed with you when you're on your road trip or something like that. Like, think seasonally. um, or maybe you want to do a free group, right? Like a summer bod group, summer booty group, or an event or a challenge, right? It's super hot, so let's do a water challenge. Let's do a water. Maybe you want to do a bunch of. Maybe you do a water challenge, but every single day they have to put something different in their water, and they have to take a picture of it and post it. Or you have a little chat, or you have a little group, or you're doing it in the challenge group. Offer it in the challenge group. Hey, every day we're putting cucumbers in our water today, and then tomorrow we're putting fresh herbs, whatever herbs. Maybe people put mints or basil or something like that in their water. I don't know. Get creative with it and find a way to get your people involved. Get them seasonally involved and mix it up. And because that's going to help you not have that burnout. And it's also going to make you excited about where you're at right now, right? You're like, oh, so and so invited us to a barbecue this weekend. Instead of waiting until Saturday morning and grabbing potato salad at the grocery store, why don't you actually think now, oh, what can I create? What can I bring that maybe will wow people a little bit? And so they'll be like, oh my gosh, who made that dip? And you'd be like, girl, that was my dip. And you know what I mean? Like think, put a little bit more effort into it and maybe make it fun. Um, I was just thinking that Alicia and I were hanging out today, and the first thing I did when I walked into her house, she goes, "Hey, how are you?" I goes, "I don't know. I was just thinking about like how we just like get our shit together." And she was just like, "Yeah, yeah." I was thinking that too, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm feeling it. I am." I have been, you guys know this, on a roller coaster for the last couple months, and I'm just ready to get back to creating. Even my mom said this today. She was like sitting beside me and she was like, why don't you do your live videos anymore on Facebook? And I was just like creating all these excuses. I was like, well, it's hard and the prep and da, 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 and I just like could hear myself just creating excuses over and over. And I mean, bottom line is I just haven't had the desire to do it because I haven't felt myself lately. And so I am excited to get back into that. I feel it coming back around. I feel myself coming back around. I think the cleanse is helping a lot as well. Just getting my body fresh, and it's making my mind very clear. It's making me feel like I'm back in control of something in my life, even if it's just what I'm putting in my mouth. It's just been really amazing. And so I'm just hoping by day 21, feel even better. I'll feel even lighter. I'll feel even more clarity. And I'm just really ready to like come back out and start getting creative. Um, I would love to run. I've been reading this new book that somebody had recommended to me that is amazing, that I was thinking about doing like a book study on with a small group of girls if they were interested. I know Alicia is doing an amazing book study. I'm actually joining her book study as well on this book that she's really excited about also. So I think we're coming out of it. I know that we've hit a couple speed bumps here this last year, but you guys, the best thing that I've ever learned in going into my 6th year of coaching, you guys, which I have lost everything in a hurricane during coaching. We have went through COVID, and I have also, done everything that you guys know what has happened to me in the last 6 months in my life. And if there's one thing I've ever known, is just keep going. Just keep going. You don't quit something long term, that you have these long-term goals for something temporary that's happening right now. That's how I felt when Hurricane Harvey was happening. I was like, well, I won't be dealing with this forever, so I'm not going to stop coaching just because I don't have a house. All right. And so I just coached right through it. And the same thing, when COVID happened, it wasn't like I was just like, oh, we just shouldn't be doing this because the world stopped. No, it was like, lean in further. How can we do it more? And I'm doing that now as well. I'm like, man, my life is kind of crazy. Things have turned upside down, but that doesn't mean that I just give up coaching. That doesn't mean I ever just stop coaching. That means I just lean in further. I just keep going, and things will adjust, things will change, and I will change. And we just literally pick up and we just adjust accordingly. And I'm not the same person I was a year ago. I'm not the same person 3 or 5 years ago. And I look forward to the woman I'm becoming 5 years from now. Right. And that's not going to happen if we stop. That's not going to happen if we don't adjust. So I just really look forward to getting back to creating and getting back to what I love to do, which is cooking and coaching challenge groups and encouraging women and not being so wrapped up in my own crap. So I appreciate you ladies being here and supporting me through the crap, right? So I love that. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I do have a video for us that I want to watch. It's about 18 minutes, and then we'll spend just the last couple minutes going over some of the stuff. I've told you this before. I love so this video was sent to me through a training, and I was like, I wanted to start watching it, and I was like, ooh, I'll save it and we'll watch it on the team call. So we're all going to watch it together. But it's Julie. Let me see, where's she at here? Oh, I'm so sorry. My 2 dogs. Mia, hey, Molly. Whoa, they scared the shit out of me. They started fighting. I was like, okay. Okay, so I have a video here, and it was Julie Voris. That's her last name. She is like a 12-time top coach. She is a huge influence in the Beachbody world. If you don't follow her, I definitely suggest after this video you go and follow her. I really love her. She's just a good-hearted, she'll even say it in here, but she is from Indiana. So she's from Carmel, Indiana, which a lot of us are from, or a lot of like people on my team are from that area. So let's watch this video. Actually, I think I can turn my volume up. Here we go. Okay, let's check it out.
Hey, Team Beachbody. I am Julie Voris coming to you live from Carmel, Indiana. It is June. Like, can you even believe that? Time doing what she does and just flying by. We're already into the 6th month of the new year. And I think it feels like it's going faster because there's so much excitement and energy and awesomeness, that's a word, coming our way between all the stuff that we've heard about at the Super Saturdays and then the May announcements with Carl and talking about all the, oh my gosh, I mean, cookies and creamy, are you kidding me? And then knowing that we've got Summit next month and who knows what, I mean, the announcements we got in May were amazing, and we still have more to come next month. Like, what? This is the time. You are in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. You want to be in this business now, and so do your potential coaches and customers. You just might need to share that with them. So today I want to talk to you about why this is kind of a pivot moment for our business. I've I've got some notes here because sometimes I digress. Sometimes I ramble a little bit. I'm going to try and stay on target for you. I'm so passionate about what we get to do every single day. And actually, just yesterday, I celebrated my 13-year anniversary of partnering with Team Beachbody. Yes, I have been doing this 13 years. I've been drinking Shakeology since it came out, which also means there was a time in this business when there was no Shakeology. There was a time in the business when there wasn't really a very good Coach Online office. There was a time in this business when we didn't have Energize. I don't even know how we built a business then. But there was a time in this business when we didn't have all the incredible tools and resources that we have now. And yet we have them now. And now is the time that we want to be sharing this excitement, this energy, this passion, because my friends, if 13 years in, I am more fired up about this business now than I ever have been, you should be too, because I've been through all the iterations. I have been through VHS to DVD. Yes, I have VHS tapes. I have been from DVD to digital. I've been through Life Before Shakeology, all the things, and it just feels like we are just getting started. And I think that this month is a pivot moment for coaches. I think this is the month where you decide if you're building a hobby business or if you're building a business that can change lives, including really most of all your own. If this is a business that will create a ripple effect that will go down through generations. You know, I think about my daughters. I have 3 daughters, and their lives are so different because of this business. And not because of the metrics or the logistics of the business. Their lives are different because I am different because of this business, which means they are different, which means their children's lives will be different. And the ripple effect is so great. And this month in June, when it's sort of that in-between month between, after these incredible announcements from Carl and before Summit, we could find ourselves in a holding pattern. It's also a month when we're transitioning kind of out of school schedules into summer schedules, whether that's virtual or in real life or any of the things. We're still transitioning into a new season. And thank goodness for it. I am so ready for summer and so ready for warm weather. And schedules and routines change. And it can be a month where we sit and sort of hold and wait, or it can be a month where we draw a line in the sand and say, this is where we build our business. So let's talk about how we do that, and maybe some mindset shifts that we can all make, and maybe some actions that we can take too to help get people excited. So if you know me, you know that I am a huge Disney fan, and it's not really the stuff that you see on Instagram that draws me to Disney. It's not why I fell in love with it. It's the vision. It's the thought of a man standing in the middle of a swampland in Orlando, Florida, and seeing what he saw before it was even there. It's the magic. It's the story. I love all of it. And I feel so emotionally connected to all of it. And because of that, I know, like, and trust Disney. Now, here's what's interesting. As we're thinking about all the stuff that's coming out, the bike, Shakeology, 645, stuff we don't even know about. And we're sitting in the middle of June and we're thinking, well, do I even start talking about that? What am I talking about? Am I just waiting and hoping that someone will want to do, 645 with me or ride the bike with me or whatever? Or are we like Disney? And back in April, I got an email in my inbox telling me about Halloween events that were happening in October. I got that email in April telling me about events that were happening in October. I don't need to know all the details. I don't need to know the logistics. I don't need to know the price or the itinerary or exactly what's going to happen at that event. And they didn't tell me. It didn't matter. They were just planting the seed in April of something that would happen in October. And if they had given me all the details, I would forget it anyway, right? That many months later, but they planted the seed in April for something happening in October. Now, as we get closer, you and I both know I'm going to get all kinds of emails about all the logistics and the itineraries and the cost and all of that of this event that's happening in April. And truth be told, none of it will matter, because if I can go, I'm going to go. Why? Because I know, like, and trust Disney. I am drawn to the energy, the story, the passion. I'm drawn to what they're creating. I don't really care what the event is. Okay, how does that apply to you? Because I really believe, after 13 years of doing this business, that people don't care what program you're doing so much. I believe they care why you're doing it, how it makes you feel, and more importantly, how it will make them feel. We're entering this new chapter in the world, you know, after a very long chapter of a lot of loss and a lot of cancellation and a lot of upheaval and a lot of hard conversations and a lot of uncertainty. We're kind of like in our business turning a corner and entering a new chapter, one of light and hope. And people want to feel confident again, and they want to feel good, and they want to feel energy, and they want to feel passion, and they want to feel excitement. And I believe they don't really care what program you're doing. I believe they want to feel that way however they can. So just like I don't need to know all the details about this event that's going to happen in October at Disney, I'm probably going to go if I can. I don't think people need to know all the details about even Cookies and Creamy Shakeology or about the bike or about 645. They care about why you care and why they should care. What is your energy? What are you excited about? Think about all the announcements that you've heard. What are you most excited about? Talk about that, because that, coaches, is what draws people to you. What we want people to do is watch you and think, I want some of that. I don't know what she's having, but I want some of that. We want them to say, very Harry Met Sally, I'll have what she's having, because your energy is so tangible about whatever it is you're doing. They want to be a part of that. Okay, so maybe you don't know much about indoor cycling. Maybe you've never had a bike or whatever. Are you excited about it though? Does it sound really freaking cool? Then just talk about that and talk about how, I don't really know much about cycling. I don't really know much about it. I've never done it, but dang, I'm so excited to try it. What an awesome option for low impact, because you're excited about it. Just share that. If that doesn't really appeal to you, but the idea of body and working out in a virtual room with a trainer who can see you, like that lights me up. That I want to talk about that. Talk about it. They don't care what program it is. They just care, why are you excited and why should they be excited? Because right now, people want to feel that. They want to feel that light and that hope. And guess what? You're it. You are the light and the hope. And like moths to a flame, people will come and be drawn to people who are excited about something. So many people in this world, they lack that. They lack that passion, that energy, the excitement, but you have it. That's why you're here. Make a list of what's coming out that lights you up and start talking about it every day on your stories. Today on my Instagram story, I talked about the mixed bike just a little bit. Just a little breadcrumb. It was just that little email that I got in April about something that's happening in October. I just referenced it. I'm going to go down and ride my bike today, but I am so excited about the mixed bike coming. And oh my gosh, it's white. It's going to be gorgeous. And then I went on. Just a little breadcrumb. Because no one's going to remember if we tell them all the details right now. We've all got so much stuff that we have to remember. Focus on what's lighting you up. I mean, when you think about that interactive screen and working out with a trainer and they can see you and you can see them and you can meet up with your coaches, you can meet up with your customers, and you can literally work out together all over the world. Are you kidding me? You better be talking about that, because that's exciting and that's innovative and that's hope and that's light and that's energy and that's passion, and that's what people want. I am not here to give you systems. I am not here to tell you a script. I don't think that's what this business is built on. I think if you want to be in it for 13 years, if you want to build a business that will change your family's life, you've got to be in this because it's about something bigger than you. And you've got to be in this because the vision for your life is connected to what you're doing in your business. It's not connected to a program launch. It's not connected to a new flavor of Shakeology. It's connected to partnering with a company that's so freaking innovative that we're going to get to work out live with our trainers and have a bike and have all these different flavors. It's about connecting to a vision for your life that is more than where you are right now. And you can be really good with where you are right now and still want to be extraordinary. Likely you do. That's why you're here. Other people want that too, and they need to hear that from you. They need to hear your energy, your excitement about everything that's coming. You don't need to know all the details right now. That's less important than how you feel about it and how you can help them feel. Speak to that. What struggles, challenges, pain points are you feeling? Because chances are the person that you're talking to is feeling that too. You know, there have been times when I've just sort of felt like just a little off, a little less fired up. Okay, well, why not talk about that? And how am I going to bring that back? How am I going to find that fire again? How am I going to find those habits that light me up again and speak to that? Because likely if I'm feeling it, so is my person. What are you feeling? And how do you want to feel? And how does what we have help you get there? Because that answers the questions for the person that's watching you. And you've got to be talking about it every day. You've got to be talking about it every day. Just like I got the email back in April, I'm going to get a multitude of emails between now and October. Disney's going to keep it front of mind. They're going to keep it right here in front of me. I talk about Energize every day because I can't imagine my life without it. And at some point, someone's going to have watched me 30 times and on the 31st time go, okay, she's still really excited about it. Maybe I should get some. That's what they want. They want what you're having, and what you're having can change their life. They just don't know it yet, but you do. So let's talk about what we can do. Number one, you can make a list of all the stuff that's coming. I use stuff loosely because the stuff that's coming is like, groundbreaking. Make a list of everything that's coming, and then sort of highlight and circle the stuff that really excites you. When I think about what really excites me, it's the bike. I can't wait for that. And it's body. I can't wait for that. Those are the things that really, really excite me. The cookies and creamy, I think is awesome. It's not as exciting to me. Will I talk about it? Yes. Will it light me up? Maybe not as much. That's okay. That's okay. We are building a library of stuff so we can reach everyone. We have a tool and a solution for everyone. What lights you up? Make a list, circle it, start talking about it. I'm also really excited about working out with Amala again, truth be told. So, okay, I'm excited about that too. I'm going to talk about that. And guess what? Most people don't know who Amala is. I mean, we do, and they should, but they don't. But they know who you are, and they're buying from you because of how that program makes you feel, and they want to feel like you feel. So make your list and then talk about what's exciting to you. And then start talking about it every single day on your Instagram stories, on your feed, wherever you talk. Make a YouTube video, go live on your Instagram, wherever you talk about it. But you got to be talking about it every day, and you got to be sending that email in April about something that's happening in October. You've got to be breadcrumbing it, because when that bike comes out, because that's something that I'm really passionate about. When that bike comes out in, let's say it comes out in September. Let's just say it does. That shouldn't be the first time that I've referenced that bike. That shouldn't be like, oh, wow, I didn't know that they had a bike coming from my people that might be watching my social media. That should be like, oh, yeah, she's been talking about that for a while. That sounds really cool, right? So we've got to be breadcrumbing that all along. The stuff that you're excited about. And then dropping in the other stuff too, because we never know what's going to be the light bulb for someone else, and that's our job. Here are all the tools. Let me connect with what works for you. It's going to light you up. And then message your customers, message your coaches, especially your coaches. What lights them up? They should be talking about that. And what lights them up might be different from what lights you up, and that's okay. We are all here to partner with Beachbody and build a business that's as unique to us as there are coaches in this network. There are as many ways to invite, as many ways to build, as many ways to be in this business as there are coaches in this network. That's what makes it so beautiful and so amazing. So it keeps me here 13 years in, because it feels like we're always just getting started. And how I build my business will be different from how you build your business. And that is okay. In fact, it's awesome, because the more ways we build and the more ways we invite and the more ways we connect, the more people we can help, the more lives we can change, including our own. So talk to your customers about it. Start breadcrumbing it with them. Start talking to your coaches about it. What is lighting them up? And then go to your Coach Online office and really dive into the materials that are back there. I do not care if you have an upline who is working the business or not. That has nothing to do with what you are doing with your business, because you have a plethora of tools in 3 places: your Coach Online Office, YouTube, and Google. Okay? Your Coach Online Office, YouTube, and Google. You can find anything that you want to know. So if you don't know a lot about indoor cycling, start YouTubing it, start Googling it, and go to your Coach Online Office and read and educate and get that stuff sort of in your vocabulary. Follow our trainers so you listen to how they speak and talk and what they're saying about the programs, and then you can share that on your stories, your energy. The bottom line is this: people buy a feeling, they buy your energy. They buy how you feel and how you share that with them. They're not buying a product or a program. They're not buying from Beachbody. They're buying from you. They're buying for how you will help them feel. And yeah, they might lose some weight. And yeah, they might dial in their nutrition. But when they do that, they're going to feel more patient. They're going to feel kinder. They're going to feel happier. And then when they talk to their children, instead of getting upset right away, they're going to have more patience. And then when they talk to their spouse, instead of being, triggered right away, they're going to be kinder. And then their children and their spouse will go out into the world. And when they have a conversation or a confrontation or an argument or a situation, they're going to be more patient and kind, because in their home, the temperature was more patient and kind. And then that ripple effect is going to continue and continue and continue and continue. And you thought you were just selling a challenge pack. So much bigger than that. We're selling life change. We're selling energy. We're selling hope. We're selling confidence. We're selling light. You are the flame. You are the lighthouse. And that's what they're looking for. You have the map. You are the guide, and you're just going to help them navigate their way back to feeling better. Because you were there, you've been there, you might still be there, and you're working your way through that map. You're going to help them do that too. And that's what we're going to do in the month of June. And this is going to be our pivot moment, because then in July, when we're in the second half of 2021, my friends, and we start actually meeting together in person again and come out of our homes and re-enter the world, we're going to slay the rest of this year. It's going to be incredible, because you are incredible. You are extraordinary, and you are going to make a difference. Team Beachbody, I'm so grateful to be a part of this business with you. Let's make it an amazing 2021.
Woo. Okay. So let's chat about that. I love Energize. Yeah, I do too, Nicole. I haven't had it. I haven't been able to have it since I'm on the cleanse. Okay, so I posted my Rocket Booster Challenge in the Coach Access page. Perfect, Alicia. So Alicia is doing a book study. If you're interested in joining that, she said she posted it in the Coach Access page, but that's what she wanted to tell me earlier. Okay, so I'm just going to recap over this just a couple minutes, and then we'll skedaddle for the day. So it's a couple of things that I noticed is just really, which we do a lot of this, you guys, and I've always kind of tried to keep you guys really looking forward and looking ahead and looking out into your schedule, not just what you're doing right now, but what you're doing next and what you're doing after that and what you're doing after that. And I really try to keep people lined up and have a plan. That's why I remember when I haven't done it in a while, but I usually have that online schedule that we would always look at. I do still, you guys, I have 2 schedules that lay in front of me, actually. One is my bills, and then one is my business. And I always have everything scheduled out, everything wrote down, when's Cookies and Cream, Shakeology coming out, all that stuff. Continue to put it here so it's right in my face so I can keep looking at it. So one is scheduling out, planting that seed. And like she said, it doesn't have to be all the details, right? It doesn't have to be, hey guys, the mixed bike is coming out on this date and da 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 da. No, it's just literally, like she said, dropping the mixed bike. I actually just did it the other day where my mom and I rearranged this whole big room over here to actually be a workout and work room. So we have our weights and our TV here, and we have 2 desks sitting across the wall here, and all this space is open. And our plan is to get 2 mixed bikes and put them right back here in this corner. And so I just took a picture of the room, and all I said was down at the bottom was like, Can't wait to get our mixed bikes right in here as well. Like mom and I rearranged the room. Can't wait to get our mixed bikes. And I did have somebody comment on like, what is that? And I was like, oh, it's these new bikes that Beachbody's going to start launching. Super excited about them, you know? And so planting that, dropping that seed, planting that seed, and they don't have to be, you know, seeds and grow that day. You just, maybe you're just putting them in the soil, maybe just watering them a little bit. Okay. Um, and that's where she was really like, it's not about necessarily the program that matters. It's how you feel. It's how you look. Like when somebody says, man, I don't know what the heck she's doing, but I gotta freaking do that. It was funny that she even said that because you guys, that's exactly why and how I joined. Told you guys before, I saw my massage, my coach in a massage therapist group, and I was like, dang, like, where does she get all that energy? She posted a video, was like, I'm feeling so great, da da da, just get out of a massage. And I was like, what the heck does she have and how do I get it? And that's exactly what our conversation was. I was like, what are you on and how do I get it? And what am I missing? Because I don't feel like you feel, and I need whatever you're on. And she literally was like, I drink Shakeology. And I was like, oh, I've heard of Shakeology before. My friend used to drink it when I used to work back in a dentist office. Like, and so I referenced it and then I ordered it. But I've told you guys this before. I didn't even know that a workout program was coming along with that. Literally didn't even know. And 21 Day Fix Extreme was coming along with it. And I was like, what are these workouts? And she's like, just try it. It's 21 days. Why don't you just give it a try? So I was like, okay, whatever. I'll just try it. But I really just wanted these shakes. But I gave it a go and I absolutely loved it. And here we are, 5.5 years later. So you never really know. But I will tell you, you guys, I didn't care what I was buying. I just wanted to feel and get my slice of whatever this energy that this girl was having in her body. I was like, I need that. Like I need whatever it is that she has. And I didn't care about what it was. And I was like, what's the price and how do I do it? And I'm gonna ask my mom for the money. Like I did not care how I got it, but I got it. So just remember that when you're out there and you're talking to people and you're like, oh, I don't know what to post. I don't know how to sell. Well, then don't, right? Just bring the energy, bring yourself. Say like, and that's where everyone want to talk to you about too. Is like she just says, bring the excitement, bring your energy. Like people can tell. Like even just Nicole said this the other day in the chat. She was like, somebody I've known for a long time commented on how much they've been seeing me shine on my Facebook. Just somebody that notices. I just had a girl reach out to me. She was like, hey, she goes, I just wanted to let you know that like watching you go through life and still finding joy, she goes, it makes me want to try a little bit harder at my life. That's what she told me, is that just literally watching me go through my struggles, but still finding breadcrumbs of joy or showing up or whatever. She was like, it literally makes me want to try harder at my life. And like, that's influence. Okay. That's not, I'm selling Shakeology or I'm selling a challenge pack. That's bringing the energy, bringing the excitement, and bringing influence to people that inspires them and motivates them to want to be better people also. But you guys, that does not come without a lot of freaking hard work. Okay. I can't just get up every morning and not put in the work myself and pretend to be happy. Okay. Like this is something I work really, really hard at every single day. And I'm not always happy, but I'm still always going to put my positive spin on it. Or I'm going to find a way to like bring it around. And some days I don't, but I think it really speaks volume when you just bring your energy and bring your excitement, put in the work, and just continue to find what lights you up. And for me, I knew that I had to do the cleanse right now. I knew that the nutrition and the recipes and the new challenge was going to light me up right now. I couldn't really picture myself being lit up by a workout program in the moment. I'm excited about 645. I think that will light me up here in July. And I think the mixed bike will light me up. And I think that's cool. Is like to pick out like, man, what's going to light me up? Like, what am I excited about? Like when I get on my Instagram and I see Beachbody posted a little promo video of 645 and I'm like, oh yes, that's gonna be so cool. That's called lighting you up. That's the light. Okay. That's the excitement. That's the energy. use that. So maybe you share that video in your Instagram stories, and then you're going into your stories and saying, oh my gosh, you guys got to click on this video. I am so excited about this program to come out. I did this trainer last year. He kicked my ass. I'm so excited to have him again. I'm just looking for that sink my teeth into program. Right. And maybe that's all you kind of say. And you just kind of trickle in a little bit of planting seeds. So, yeah, I really love that video. I love Julie. I think she's like a super like passionate person. And like she said, how crazy is it that she's 13 years into this business and is more passionate about it now than she was ever before? And I actually feel that way too. Every year I love coaching more and more. Even through all the hard stuff, I have loved coaching over anything else in my life. And I like not anything else in my life, but career wise. But I love it more now than I ever did before. I know there's a lot of businesses that you get there, like you start selling makeup or candles and everybody's all excited, or like eyelashes. And you're like, yeah, I'm loving it. And then 6 months in or a year in, you're kind of like, oh, I'm just not really feeling that anymore. Or yeah, I'm kind of still selling it. Yeah, I'm kind of really doing it. That's not me at all with Beachbody. And that's how I know I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, is because I am more passionate and I love it more now than I did when I originally started, because I get it. I get what it takes to be in it for the long haul. And once you are in it for the long haul and you get to see people transform over the years or become different people, or you get to inspire people that maybe don't even ever join you, but maybe you just saw them like become a different person through life, or like whatever it is, it's just really cool to be a coach. And I really appreciate it every single day. And I hope you guys really value it as well, because I think that, like she said, that ripple effect, like you don't realize how far that can really go. And right now, I think that we just need that positive ripple effect to just combat some of the negative, right? Like there's a lot of negative in the world. And thankfully, I think that we're finally maybe leveling out some of the negative that I felt like we were going through for the last year and a half. That was like extreme negativity, extreme soul sucking experiences. And I hope that we're really coming out of that. And I told you guys, I remember when we first started, Warrior Hour, I was like, listen, I was like, after this pandemic, people are going to be in a hole because they allowed themselves to either drink through quarantine and sit on unemployment or get into that deep, dark depression. And now you see those people, I see those people that they are so dark and so deep that you're like, man, I'm really nervous for them, or like, I really want them to come out of it. And I hope you guys remember that since we continue doing the work, here we are coming out on top. And here we are coming out stronger, smarter, faster, and ready to pick those people up. And I'm just so glad that we just stayed the course, even though it was hard, even though, of course, there were times where we just didn't want to show up or didn't want to do it, or things changed or things got hard. I'm just really proud of us for continuing through that. And that now that, the pandemic we're kind of being able to emerge back out, and we just survived right on top, and now we can start thriving again. So I'm really looking forward to thriving, getting creative. Even just like today, Alicia and I were looking at like different reels to do. I took some photos of her with her book so she could do some cool like Instagram posts and stuff. So I just feels really good to get creative again and just to kind of get back out there. So I look forward to doing that. So I'm in the Ultimate Reset, get started for 6:45, but maybe do something here for the next couple weeks, maybe MBF or something like that. And then we'll get started in July. I'm so excited. All right, ladies, I did record this, so I'll share it in the group for all the girls that didn't get to see it, because I know that summertime is super crazy. And just remember, next week is full moon gathering instead of a coach team call. Cool. All right, ladies. Thank you. Bye, Nicole. Bye, Alika. We'll see you guys.
See you.